Hi. Hello. Check out the MT party going on here. They're all chilling out. I like the armed one in the middle because he's like leaning over behind the foreground guy. And so he's like, what's going on over there? What you looking at there, my unarmed, bi-legged, just got a gun on top of my head, buddy-aroo? And then we got the other guy in the back who's just sort of having a good time in the corner. It's like, they don't know I have a gun on my head, except the secret is that everyone actually knows. But it's a good question. What is that one looking at? Well, they're trying to figure out whether or not this buddy over here is actually one of them. It's like, the guy, that MT looks a little different than the regular standard model, huh? They're like, what's with this new guy? Anyway, that's the kind of shenanigans I was up to in the intervening, like, 15 minutes. I know I'm, like, 15 minutes late to starting the stream, but, like, this is too funny. I had to get it perfect. I had to get it real good. Like, they had to be looking over there, like, what's this guy over here? But regardless of that, hello! How you doing? Let us go back to what we were doing. And what I'm doing is I'm running around as an MT trying to get a really funny photo. So, normally I do arena photographs, so actually being in a mission like this is pretty new, especially considering I am not even Tidewater at all. Can I even win like this? I don't reckon it'll be that long. I kind of have this, like, weird kinship with the other MTs right now, given I'm basically one of them. So I'm gonna just, like, try and have minimum casualties in this mission. I don't want to harm my fellow peers. Let's see what we can do here. All in all, pretty good. I've still got my instincts, but all I have to fight with is a gun, a Ransetsu RF, I think, and a casual fist of a left hand. Thank you for using the FCS alert. Unfortunately, I'm already getting FCS'd by these freaking chumps over here. Like so. Hold on. Wait. Okay, that one's taken care of. Hello. Hit him. Alright, pretty good.
Head to the final site. Keep up the good work.
I think that if they just put, like, real better boosters in, like, modern regular line MTs, that you could make a pretty good, almost Basho kind of war platform for stuff. I mean, I guess Bashos are technically just, like, retrofitted MTs to become armored cores, so it kind of works lore-wise. Oh, hold on, I'm falling. I gotta get up here. I gotta shoot the gun. Hold on. It's not easy when there are a million enemies shooting missiles and artilleries and bazookas at you constantly. It's a little overwhelming. You get staggered. Even if they can't do a lot of damage individually, they are doing quite a bit of damage collectively. Gotta watch out for that. There we go. Oh, one more. Your MTs couldn't do that.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Nice. I think the standard use MT should generally be faster. They should optimize for speed. We did it. Cool. Anyway, yeah, that wasn't Tidewater at all. You usually just see me in Tidewater, but this is my good old buddy MT2. I just have him. He's got the regular affair, sort of general purpose stuff. We've got the... Oh, I'm sorry, this is not the Ransetsu, this is the Turner, my mistake. We've got the Turner, we've got the Nothing, we've got the other Nothing, we've got a third Nothing. Full Basho. Maybe I should have used Jailbreak for more, like, power accuracy, just for the strength of an MT, but this is an evolved MT. Then we've got your regular Basho boosters. You've got your Ocellus for that close range advantage. I've actually been... I'll get to that. And then the Santai, because I love the Santai. Though maybe for more accuracy, I should have gone with the Jozo or the Yaba. Maybe even the Hokushi. Just like pure Baus technology. Actually, is there a Baus FCS? No, it's Furlong, Bela, Marcus, Industry. Alright, so that's fine. I like the Hokushi, I like the Santai. It's just, I have a lot of energy and I never have to worry about it. I'm typically on a platform heavy enough to hold it, despite the fact that I tend to be lightweight and fast. Honestly, most of the weight of my ACs is usually in the Santai generator. Might even be heavier than the core. But this leads into my actual general discussion I want to have. I think I play Armored Core differently than most people, or at least the intended process of playing. In that I have one AC, it is outfitted in a specially refined way, and I always use that with no variations, basically. But recently I've come across people, I'm in a community, they do stuff, and you may remember this person from a previous stream. There's someone by the name of like 45H, which is actually like Ash in Fleet Speak, and they have a giant smorgasbord of different like Pokemon themed ACs. They all got Pokemon leak coded names. They are all like themed and processed, and like they kind of look the part even. And it occurred to me from those interactions that I'm actually a complete amateur when it comes to designing an AC. I had Long Razor, which was generally a failure. I had Civil Protection, which eventually became Barrel Express, and that straight line from Civil Protection became Tidewater as we know it today. So, inspired by Leet Speak Ash, I think I should maybe branch out, try and learn the art of AC design. Hopefully this will make me a better in a general sort of strategic sense. Maybe it'll give me a better idea of how my enemies' ACs are actually composed. And maybe it'll just make me an all-around better player of the game. Better pilot, better Raven. So I've already done some minor work, and this is not going to be as violent of a stream as the usual ones. Let's go AC data. I've done some work already. This line of stuff is just the general collection of ACs I've built ever since I lost my last save file through an unfortunate power outage several months ago. Hello, Takro. So you don't see the original. Tidewater 2.3 was where I left off. Then I decided, hey, I'm gonna build something using all the cool parts from Ortus, and called it Ortus because I forgot it was Ortus and not Ortus. Then I built the joke boy of MT2. That's who you saw earlier at the start of the stream. Then, I mean, this is just like a chronological like through line. Joyous Guard is my first sort of alternate designed AC. The idea was to use maximum like defense with evasion. So you see I've got like a shield, which I almost never use. I've got a shield. I've got the shield thrower. I've got the explosive thrower because I love it. And I have the smoke grenade. The idea was to just like be unhittable. It doesn't work, actually. I can do no damage. This thing is completely inept at actually harming the enemy. No, yeah, it was a complete failure. But it is funny. It's really funny to just sort of swoop around and survive for a while. Then we had Tidewater 3.1, which is an evolution of the original Tidewater, just to make it a little bit better. The big thing was swapping out the shotgun for the Majestic, and that did wonders. I'm gonna skip this one. Then we have what I've been using for quite a while now. This is Tidewater as you know and love in the modern era. I've had it for like 3 months and it's doing pretty good. The main changes between 3.1 and 3.1c is I may have changed some things with the targeting, like FCS and stuff, but the big change is I'm actually using core expansions now. Assault armor is pre-installed in this one, not in this one. From past here, we go into like the major experimental stuff. This is Tidewater tank test. And the tank test is pretty interesting. It basically gives me Tidewater regular speeds grounded. It also uses a smaller generator because I don't need to have all the energy when I'm not in the air all that much. It also, because it's a tank, means I can fire the true nose without stopping. So, at the cost of all vertical mobility, this thing is actually really good at speed. So for an equally grounded opponent, I can just chase them down. Just unrelenting aggression. And it's a little bulkier because it's a tank leg instead of a regular. Then, recently I have rebuilt Barrel Express as it was, because conveniently I have the stream footage. So I went back into the stream footage and got the latest version of Barrel Express that I ever built and just sort of rebuilt it from those parts. I've played it since then, and while I'm pretty good at it, it's definitely not the most optimal machine ever. There's a lot of flaws I could probably improve now that I know how, like, what actual stats mean. And then additional to that, I've been doing a little bit of experimentation with replacing the Majestic. The Javelin is interesting because its explosion is sort of a multi-hit combo, but I find that it's a lot harder to actually hit with it. It doesn't lead its targets nearly as good as Majestic does. I don't know why. But in practice, it makes the Javelin better at punish, but worse at hitting a target. And I rely on the Majestic to hit a target, so that's a no-go. But finally, I would like to introduce you to the 2 most recent additions in the past day or two. My most recent experimental work. This is Acela. Not to be confused with Acela Vivace, the person I do Ace Attorney streams with on Wednesdays. This was my experiment on trying to figure out how to do energy weapons good. And the idea here is a little awkward. I basically just fly up and punch them twice, deploy the whip, and I got these little, like, pod turrets for extra damage. It's not very good, but it is an interesting experiment. The problem with energy weapons, in my opinion, is that they either take a long time to fire, or they're usually, like, individually weak hits. Like, if I want to do good damage with an energy weapon, I gotta get, like, an entire cannon. And getting an entire cannon is tough. It's really heavy, and I like to be lightweight and fast. But the advantage with Tidewater in particular is that I can be lightweight and fast while also doing a lot of damage, thanks to the weight efficiency of explosives. And then I've also dusted off Joyous Guard to try and make it a bit more combat focused. As you can see, I've swapped out a lot of the knack stuff for the Cassowar variation. Or at least the legs are now Cassowar reverse joints. Instead of the smoke launcher, I've got a automatic, like, machine gun looking thing. Instead of the explosive thrower, I have the regular blade, and I've swapped out the shield thrower for some dual missiles. This is about as powerful as I can make it with this amount of weight. The legs cannot hold a lot to them. But pretty good. Now, this one up here that I skipped over, this is Heather plus Icarus. This is just an OC of a friend of mine that I built because they do not play Armored Core at all. And I was like, I'm going to do some artistic creativity. So this was my attempt at art. It is actually surprisingly good at close range and was the basis for the Acela energy weapon testing. But this stream is primarily dedicated to experimenting with the more designs. I want to build more ACs, learn how they tick, and see if I can actually learn different playstyles. And I don't really know what the best way to do that is. Oh no, a bot of some kind. How dare you? Get banned. I really gotta, like, ban the phrase best viewers on, or cheap viewers on, or etc. I've been neglecting that. So this is gonna probably do a hindrance on my A rank, but that's okay. I want to use the ranked matchmaking as a free assembly line of varied opponents so that I may test these new builds. Oh, it's because all links are automatically converted to asterisks as an emergency safety measure. You attempt to put a link in the chat at all, it will become asterisk. You need special permission. I welcome your attempts to get to A. Maybe we could start fighting in that case. All right. Okay, let's see what our first opponent is. So, I've attempted to use this AC to fight the final boss and have never succeeded. So I know the general strengths and weaknesses. The strength is that I'm relatively durable, you know, for like incidental damage, but I just have no damage potential and I am close range. So we'll see how this works. Uh-oh.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah, you can see the problem. I mean, half the problem is I'm extremely fragile. The other half of the problem is I don't know how to play this yet. The third half of the problem is that I'm facing a very bulky short-range destroyer. Uh-oh.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah, you're seeing it. So given this outcome that just happened, what do you think I should do? What changes should I make? This is a collaborative process. I want to make this work. If I were doing this alone, I worry that I would just accidentally just recreate Tidewater. Like, I gravitate towards that over time. Hey, Domino, I'm trying to invent new ACs. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. Every time I try to build an AC, I just reinvent Tidewater, but I want to do something else for once. So I've got to take Joyous Guard here and figure out how the heck to refine its playstyle. Because my thought next... I could swap the machine gun. What other weapon do you think would be good there? I know it's not great. It was a bit more designed for fighting the final boss. I am, however, very limited on weight. If I go up one more weapon, it's a no-go. It's too heavy. Actually, in this case, it's EN load, which is the problem. I'm starved on everything, honestly. Actually, we do have a bit of leeway on weight. Yeah, I can't use, like, the super heavy bazookas, but I can use the attache if it weren't an energy problem. So I go down until we... Okay. I can technically fit the Majestic, but this is once again going into the I am reinventing Tidewater problem. Actually, what if I replace the back? I am very much an amateur when it comes to missiles. See, I can upgrade my missiles to the P-32 Duo 3s. That could give me more missile per missile at the cost of all of my margins. We could go over the vertical. I've heard good things about the split missile launcher in terms of just DPS. I tried to watch like a tutorial video on different parts in Armored Core, and I didn't pay too much attention, but I did try and gain some information. Like I could shoot this out. Don't have the EN for that one. What are the stats in all these? Effective range is identical between them. This one shoots 2, this one shoots 2. 8, 12, 8, 16. I guess on a per missile basis, the singular is better in terms of stats, because it's 320 versus 240 times 2. Block time stat, right. The 1 second, 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds. So conveniently, this one's the fastest, but it's also the only one I can afford. Okay, then let's talk weaponry here. We can fit just a little more firepower. Okay, here's the overburden threshold with the split missiles. So we could equip a Zimmerman, which feels... Okay, well, we can't because of the end shortfall. What are the opinions on the Ransetsus? Because way back in early Armored Core, I remember overhearing the opinion that one of the Ransetsus was amazing and that one of them was terrible. I don't remember which, and I don't remember why. We've got the... No EN, no EN, no EN. We could go to the Scudder. What's the philosophy of automatic weapons of this nature? Actually, what's my battle plan in general? I have missiles, I have a gun, I have a blade. I assume my strategy, therefore, would be to use the missiles and gun to slowly inflict pressure on the enemy until they stagger, and then punish with the sword? Do the reverse joints help in that regard? Do I, like, kick them and then sword them, or... Is there reason to this? I don't know combos. I don't know anything. I'm self-taught. We could go for the ever-trusty Haldeman, which is my favorite shotgun. Yeah, it's not the most powerful, but its reload speed is so low that it's practically an automatic weapon with some really good impact. And if I gotta be in close range anyway to get the sword going, maybe this is my choice. But maybe the idea is I stay further away with the automatics, like mid-range dodging. Okay, let's try one of these rifles. We've got the Scudder, we've got this. Let's see, this one's generally better in all damage stats, which might be good. Recoil is worse, directed adjustment is identical. Range is slightly further, effective range slightly further. Lower rate of fire might... Well, I don't know if I want to be closer to the enemy. I want to be closer to the enemy when they're vulnerable, but I don't want to be close to the enemy when they're not vulnerable, because I am made of cardboard and, like, balsa wood. I have the shield, so I'm a bit more durable, but only actively. There's a lot of... Like, this is what happens. I try and make something and I get completely overwhelmed. So, the Scudder is... Okay, so between the Turner and the Scudder, at least, it seems that everything is slightly worse at the cost, at the benefit of every single bullet being slightly better. But is it better enough? In terms of rapid fire rate, the rate of fire is probably 2.9 per second versus 3.4. The damage is 1.3 times. These are some pretty tight fractions. I'm gonna do the math on this real quick. Okay, so let's see here. I want to know the ratio, if these are just like linear differences or not. I especially care about rapid fire versus impact, because impact is really what we want if we're doing a melee punish kind of deal. So 3.4 over 2.9 is 1.17. But the impact and accumulated impact goes up by almost 1.5, or at least 1.3. Which suggests to me that the Scudder, at least in terms of stagger and damage, might be better than the Ludlow. Now there's the question of other things like reload speed, but I'm not gonna do the math on that real quick. We're going back in. See how this works. Mid-range bulleting with missiles. We're gonna test two things. We're gonna test how much more effective this gun is at, like, sustained fire, and we're gonna test the new split missiles. From my vague recollection of a tutorial I half watched, I feel like the thing with the split missiles is that their rate of fire and DPS is better than regular missiles. Like the ones you start the game with. I don't know why that is the case. I don't know what the split does in terms of, like, combat sensibilities. Actually, maybe I don't want the Acellus anymore. If I'm gonna be at, like, mid-range, doing mid-range stuff. Oh. Interesting. I used the Acellus back when I had the Haldeman missiles, or the Haldeman shotgun, but I definitely don't think I need it now. Yeah, this is I feel the problems I am facing. Because if I were Tidewater, I would have obliterated this person in 20 seconds. It would have been no problem at all. I feel so weak. I feel so frail. I have a shield and I feel so frail. Come on!
AP at 50%.
Yeah! Okay, I failed.
AP at 30%.
Yep, okay. We're gonna be falling a long way before we get good. But I do think we can ditch the Acellus. Get for something that has a bit more even spread of mid to long, or short to mid. It's like, what's the range? What's the range differentials on the short, medium, and long again? 130, 130. Okay, so yeah, something definitely with good close and mid. Long is maybe a bit too far away. NGI, PO5. Okay, so Nagai. Talbot, that's a good baseline. What's the other one you recommended? PO5. What's the NGI one? I don't see it on my list of things. Is there an FCS I'm missing? Funny if true. PO5. The Walt is too expensive in EM. Yeah, it would be the PO5, huh? This is the best mid-range money can buy. It's lighter and lower energy, which gives me a little bit more below a cell. This is the Walt. This is the Walt. That's not an NGI. I mean, I can't afford this one. The energy is bad. Okay, so this Talbot. PO5 is better at mid-range. Close range assist is worse. Long range assist is better. It's lighter, it's lower EN, and its missile lock correction is, just marginally faster. I think I'm going to go with this one. We lose a bit on the close range, but I think that's fine. I don't remember all the details ever, but I am using the knocked arm, so firearm specialization is maxed. No further changes. I'm so used to just obliterating my opponent in less than a half a second. That I'm not used to fighting a sustained battle. I only fight sustained battles in, like, strategy games. Like the Soban or the Empire, where they just like massive behemoths that survive just because they're so big and bulky. But like on an individual level, I go for speed and evasion and like become a glass cannon. I want to destroy my enemies so fast that I don't have time to make a mistake. Oh, that was a cool move I just did accidentally. Uh-oh.
50%.
Thank you, Shield. Come on, come on.
30%.
I can do it! I did it! I got a kill! I completely disregarded the original battle plan and just went, like, complete close range oblivion, but I got him! Maybe I should hold back a little more. But, like, fighting someone who's melee-oriented like this gives me the advantage of they come to me, which means I got a little bit more leeway to work with here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a bad core exchange. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. It plays so different than my good old lamb Tetras. I'm so slippery, I feel like. What is going on? I don't know what's going on anymore. Ah, darn it. You know, I think that went slightly better. I've definitely seen things that were slightly less bad than last time. I actually got a kill. But okay. I do need more testing. I think I just need to learn the play style a bit for now. I'm very impatient. Especially when all my weapons do no damage. I can feel the urge in my brain to be like, hey, can we just change the split missiles into the true nose? Can we change my melee to the explosive? I don't actually think we should change my melee to the explosive thrower, but the pull towards Tidewater is strong. It's like a gravitational well. It's where all the water flows to. Yeah, but then I'm just making Tidewater again. I'm not learning. Oh. There, buddy. Oh, there you are. Alright, we're good. We're fighting. Oh.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah, I remember they had the assault armor. That was not gonna work. Oi, 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 oi. How do people do this? Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm the only one doing it right now. I know exactly what happened there. I muscle memoried into a quick boost left explosive thrower. But instead I just meleeed to them and it got hit by their own explosion. I know exactly what happened there. My goodness. I do agree that my melee skills are definitely lacking. What is the advantage of the charged single swing? Because in my mind, the charged single swing is just the double swing, but only one of them. Oh my goodness, is this second faking? I recognize that emblem. It mini stagger. What the heck is a mini stagger? The micro stag? I think I've lost. Not sure yet. Yeah, but how do I follow up with another one if I'm using the charged attack? Because I use the charge and then my sword is sorted. Unless you're telling me that you can do a double with a charge, but I don't think that's true. Oh, I hit him with the missile. That's cool. Yeah, I perished. I don't feel particularly bad against losing to a scam, because they're scams. Charged swing to any other weapon. I don't... Oh, you're saying I need another weapon. I see. Interesting. In that case, do we want to swap out this weapon for something with a bit more power? Like, I have no range. Go back to this. We go back to that. That's it. Maybe the iridium? I'm worried about the iridium because it will make me not move when I shoot it. And I heavily rely on dodging. See, now I'm going back to close range shotgun shenanigans. I can't mid-range like that. Guess maybe the melee is not the way to go. But if I lose the melee, I lose all of my pain potential. I'm gonna go again. I'm very indecisive. I don't know what to change. I don't know what direction to move. I want to make this work. I want to be new and improved in society. Oh, hey, look, somebody. Let's see here.
AP at 30%.
Yeah. Yeah, I got pretty good damage on them for doing nothing. Oh.
AP at 30%.
Yeah. You know, I think a lot of our good damage is actually coming from our missiles. At least a good stagger. Go to the... Let's go to the Turner for a second. Higher rate of fire, less damage and impact, but maybe that can translate into more hits scored. I feel like such an amateur now. Nothing feels right. I don't feel in control. Oh, this ain't good. Oh.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh, man. Just in my mind, Tidewater is so well rounded. I can use it in every situation to some extent. But this? I lose if my opponent has health. That's what it feels like. That's what this feels like to me.
AP at 30%.
Didn't even aim with that missile. Yeah. Oh, what's wrong? What is it? Can I find it? The truth? The secret to success? Oh, that's a good move.
30%.
Did not work, but it was cool. I staggered him. Oh, boy. All right, what am I missing? What could be done here? I'm using the Alula, which I think is fine considering my total weight is below the... It's actually not below the ideal weight. Deploy a new one. Core, I could swap out the core for something. Very few things I think make me stronger without losing a lot of stuff. In fact, I am overweight with every core except the Lammergeier. And the Lammergeier is going to make me even more fragile. Maybe we take out the mini Majestic for a spin. Try the Flugel boosters. Why is... Oh, because the melee attack thrust and EN consumption is good. I understand. Alright, so... It feels a little cheating to use the mini Majestic, but I just want the power. I want the power. Ooh. The cook. Alright, so I think my plan against this opponent, at least, is very simple. Stay in mid-range, hit him with the Iridium multiple times. Find an opportunity to hit him. In fact, is the Iridium even good if you don't have an explosive weapon? I forgot I'm not using the spring. I'm used to the Ludlow now. I forget that I stopped to shoot now. I'm not. I should not have taken this. It's completely floundered my attack plan that I have to stand still to shoot. Okay, the attack strategy has changed. Here's the new plan. This is not working. That did not work. I'm gonna lose my hyphen. I'm gonna lose my hyphen. I don't want to lose my hyphen. Okay, first and foremost. What if I went back to short range but used like a handgun? Actually, where's the linear rifle? Can I use that now? I can! Here's an idea. Plagiarism. Now I can do sustained fire and burst fire. Okay, we got Halloween. Okay, there's an earshot equipped to this one. Be careful. I should also be careful that I actually finish tracking my targets before I go to town on the gun. Ooh, good hit. Uh-oh.
AP at 30%.
You know, okay, I think I'm onto something here. That felt a little better. I definitely don't think I have it, but there was friction. There was friction. I was almost holding something. I lost it. The friction reduced to 0. I slipped. Kick forward arrow charge Curtis. Okay, I believe you. I will do that next time. My hyphen's on the line. This better work. My hyphen. No. Kick into charge Curtis. Probably charge the Curtis while kicking. If that staggers, then do double blade into another charge. This is like an entire fighting game combo. Oh no, it's me in my absence. It's evil me. Dark Exception has showed up and he's like, hey, Remember the Majestic? Remember being a tetrapod? Remember obliterating something with your shoulder cannons? Remember having a melee you can attack and move with? I am so doomed. I am so doomed. I'm being tempted. They want me to go back to once I were. Oh! I'm doing things! I did it kinda! I did it sorta! I'm doing something! I stopped doing it! It stopped happening! No! Oh, something was happening there! Things were occurring! Scared them. I successfully scared them. Forgot the Curtis. There's the Curtis. Mr. Curtis. No. 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 Oh, no. Okay, the amount of multitasking I need to do to get that to happen, I need to, like, anticipate my actions ahead of time, which is, my hyphen, no. There's a lot of, like, forward planning, and I need to keep everything in mind, and I can't just do it on the fly. If I'm gonna do that combo, I need to start preparing that combo. I need to charge the Curtis as part of my attack. My weakness is multitasking, which is why I dodge and shoot independently of each other. Like, I can think of both at the same time, but if I need to, like, coordinate multiple actions, it's like a whole deal. Ah, frick, here we go. Like, this play style comes with an instruction manual. It's like, step 1, kick. Step 2, charge Curtis while you're kicking. If you were not charging already, you have already failed. Frick. Okay, the problem with this opponent is that they do not stagger natively, and then they just hit me with the whip. I think I need to perform saturation with the missiles first, if I'm gonna have this, like, combo connect. Unfortunately, they're dodging. I don't think that hit, but I'll let you take that. Yeah, I do have a regular gun that does not need to charge. And there's a lot to consider. Alright, we'll keep going our slow slide back into the lower hyphens of A as I figure out how to use a lightweight build with a heckin' melee weapon and a shield. The Harris. The Harris. The Harris. The Harris. EN shortfall overburdened. Not a good combo. Wait, hold on. I think I know the problem. The problem is I can go to the Lamb Core. That'll give me enough EN by a long shot. And then maybe different, like, arm unit? Different head? I could go to the Tian Quang for great explosive defense, but I lose, like, every advantage I ever had. Sort by weight real quick. I could double lamb. It's double lamb. Maybe a lighter arm. Okay, here's the threshold. Firearm specialization is not that worse off with the VP-46D. Then we get Basho, Alba, the Lambs. If I want to keep good firearm specialization, I think the 46Ds is the best choice here. It doesn't make it that much worse. Do that. I mean, at some point I could just say screw it and not actually have the Cassowar legs anymore. But they seem like the thing to have, given I'm trying to do some sort of kick-charge combo. Just in theory. Oh, wait, it's been over an hour. I gotta do an advertisement so that pre-roll stop. Oh, hey, it's you. Me, but heavier. Darn. A very black AC with that sort of, like, T-shaped head reminds me of Thermidor. Because they're like the primary example of them with their AC Lich, which I lost to in my first tournament ever, which is why it made such an impression on me. You know, I'm getting good hits on this. Uh-oh.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
No! I staggered him. That's an improvement, kinda. They have so much more. They have so much additional. Yep, okay. I mean, I did some things there that kind of looked like doing good. That counts for something. I want to try this variation for a little longer. There's potential here. Maybe. I gotta keep everything in line. Maybe I can fit a different missile. This is a slow recovery after charge, which means I can fire it multiple times in a row? Is that the idea? Or you mean it's a slow recovery and that charge firing means you're without it for a while? Probably the second, since it's a bigger Curtis. interesting. It seems like it's so long that I can't actually follow up with the second shot after the kick. Darn it. But I did a thing, temporarily, and then I didn't get the second hit on the laser sword. You really do need to pause on that, which feels weird, and I don't know the timing. Yep, I'm gone. I'm looking at the sky. Man. Okay, so I want to go back to the Curtis for a little bit, because I like the theoretical possibility to do that combo, if I can just get it right. Let's go back to missile evaluation. I would like it if my missiles connected with a bit more reliability. $3 p.m. What's the 3 p.m.? Oh, wait, oh. 7:03 p.m.? These? Proximity fuses trigger plasma explosion, creating a damaged area. Oh, wait! This is the AoE thing! I remember the AoE thing. Alright, let's switch back the core to the knocked, and the arms back to the knocked. Because now we have room for it with the... Oh, I can do purple damage now. The purpler. Actually, maybe making the Joyous Guard a purple energy-based AC, just like completely throwing out everything we've done right now, making it purple-oriented, might be good for the theming of the name. Because, I don't know if you know this, but Joyous Guard... I mean, I named it after a train, but the train was named after the castle from Arthurian legend. And so I think purple being a color of royalty might be some synergy there. But I'd like to get something that works, and if this stops being Joyous Guard at some point, I can stop it being Joyous Guard. Okay, so what's the deal with these missiles? That's the deal with these missiles, huh? Oh! Yeah, look at that purple damage. Uh-oh. Just barely not enough to charge it. My apologies. Okay, you know what? I felt like I was a contender in that fight. I did some actual, like, combat operation. I inflicted damage and pain and stuff like that. You know, that's good for me. I need to watch the missiles more often. I keep forgetting to actually use them. we go. Went out with a bang. That went better, I think. But there's definitely a lot I need to keep track of. I need to manage, I need to get better at. I need to get better at kicking, I need to get better at, like, angling my kicks in so that they connect. I need to get better at, like, managing the charge of my weapon. I need to get better at firing missiles all the time. It's a whole thing. Next up on the warp block, it is the same person. Ain't that wacky? Okay, so hold back for them to approach. They're gonna come at me, I'm gonna go at them. What trips me up about them is that they don't go in for a kick so much as they go in for... Oh, yeah, that almost worked. It wasn't the combo I was going for, but that'll work. I got a kill again! I'm figuring something out, maybe. But like it's happening. Feels weird to feel like an amateur all over again. Nope. Down I go. That stalled second hit thing is going to ruin me. I'm going for stealth. Yeah. It's so committal. It's so committal. Every attack I do is such a commitment. I have not won a ranked match today. It's been an hour and a half. But like, I think this is how it goes. Maybe one day I get rid of the shield. I don't know. A lot of questions. A lot of questions. Oh, look who it is! It's the double long rifle. Little do they know, I've swapped out my long rifle for a slightly shorter long rifle. And the missiles are different. They're not gonna be ready for me this time. Oh my goodness, the barrel was too long! I didn't get the hit!
AP at 30%.
Darn it. I'm gone. Okay, hold, can we take a pause from this for a second? I just wanna... Well, first off, I'm gonna overwrite my old Joyous card with this one, because I definitely think that this one is a better one. But also, I just want to go back to... I just want to go back to Tidewater just for a little bit, just to decompress for a second here. Just really quick. Stella! Hello! You're here witnessing the development of brand new ACs, of which I am absolutely trash at. But that will not be true forever. Right now you've caught me in the middle of going to the tried, true, and tested Tidewater, just so that I can feel what winning feels like again. Real quick, just real quick. Just I want to win again real quick. Oh, look at this. This blue floor-lecked glory. I can do that! I can do this! I can do all the things! It's so good! I'm home! Man, this guy's using the heckin' foxtrot. Yeah! Oh, I've missed you. It's been an hour and 28 minutes and I've missed you. Tidewater, my beloved. This is what it means to fight. This is my element. Done. Cool. That felt good. That felt good. All right, I'll go back to the testing. Actually, before we go back to testing Joyous Guard, Acela, while you're here, I want to show you something that is a complete accident, I assure you. It just so happens that I've been testing on making an AC, which happens to be named Acela for completely different reasons. This has nothing to do with you. It's just also named Acela. So the reason this is named Acela is based off of like Electric Train Program System Company. I'm not sure, because all of my ACs I try to name after trains, like starting with Tidewater and going onwards. It's not that good of an AC, but it is. It's a work in progress. AC design is not my expertise. I'm learning here. Looks cool though. It does try its hardest. Show you all how Acela operates here. Yep, it tried its hardest. It kind of gets snuffed out easily. Darn it. I'll try again. I'm out of practice with the Acela. I only built it yesterday. Again. It's really, really dependent on close range engagement. Maybe I should open with a kick. Because that's like speed. That's like a speed move. That's a speed kick, speed move for kicks. Ah, good. It's a repeat of what happened last time. I think that works in my favor. Moving in. Oh, it was working. It was working. I was getting hits. It was hitting. I don't really know innately the timings of changing the weapon on my shoulder. It's not something I do frequently. Oh!
At 30%.
Yeah, it didn't work. There's some element of that I'm missing in making it work. Like, maybe it's very important that I actually start with the boxing glove on the left so that I have time to swap it out with the right, or to get the whip in. I'm not sure. I will try again, though. Are there any good, like, rapid-fire lasers? I mean, there's the pistols, but that's not really rapid fire. That's just long range. I mean, it is rapid fire and not that long range. I actually spoke the exact opposite of my opinion there. It's kind of rapid fire and that's a handgun, but it's extremely short range and weak per shot because it's a handgun. Uh-oh. Darn it. That was a close one, though. We got a good combo there. Moving in. Yeah, no. I've lost. Okay, yeah. Acela gets snuffed out by anything at range. Okay. Well, back to Joyce Guard then. You are. Well, let's see what we can do given the circumstances. The circumstances, I'm playing Joy's Guards again. I spammed it.
At 30%.
Darn. My opponent was too sturdy. The shield is also causing problems.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Ow. Pain. Maybe if I fall down far enough, I'll get to opponents I can beat. Oh boy. Gonna be tough. And it's a repeat. Okay. Well, we know what they're about, and we're reasonably okay at avoiding it. We become so vulnerable when we do our combo that we just get obliterated quickly afterwards.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah. I've exploded. Okay, so they've got two shotguns, so at close range I'm in peril. They have a shield, and then finally they have an earshot. So really, if I had any like decent long-range potential, I could just avoid them perpetually and win. I can do this. And then lose.
At 30%.
And lose. It's not going well. I want another revenge match. I want to just quick. Let me just let me just back in real quick so I can fight that same guy again. Hopefully they haven't gotten a new opponent. I just want a catharsis round. Catharsis me. Not the same person, unfortunately. My catharsis will not double as revenge. But I will gladly take my catharsis. I feel it. I feel the power. I feel it. Oh. I just want to do this. This is what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that felt good. Power. Okay, back to Joyous Guard. Is there some fundamental alteration I can make to Joyous Guard that would make it work better? Like, what if we go back to the design studio and be like, what other parts should I be using? Should I be using the shield at all? Should I replace it with a weapon? Like, more purple, maybe. Maybe an over-the-shoulder thing. I could have a second melee weapon. I don't know. Is there room to improve here? Not really. I'll keep looking. I will keep searching for the truth. As much as I want this to, like, amount to something, it might just be the case that I do not have the sauce to do this. Or in some weird cosmic way, Tidewater is objectively better. I don't want that to be true because that would say something about the meta, and I don't want to just be a meta man. But this is such a different way. Is this how I want to play?
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Like, look at this guy. They just obliterated me because I got 4 guns. Yeah, but like Sky Lamb is meta. I'm a ground lamb.
AP at 30%.
Ow. Like, you can't just mix and match trains like that. They don't even work on similar grades. They don't even work on the same continent. Alright, fine, I'll put a dang heckin' Majestic on here. There, we've got the Majestic on there. Let's see what that does for me. I used to have another AC before my save crashed. Its whole thing was that it had, like, the fire grenades. Called it, like, Flambeau 3000 or something. I think it was also named after a train. Honestly, the only ACs not to be named after trains are the ones I made during the campaign era. I only started naming them after trains once I got to doing ranked stuff. Okay, double laser missile. I think that's the bullet orbital. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna stop moving because I shoot the Majestic at them. Okay, I've got something workable. I just gotta connect the dots. Did not connect the dots. Ow. Frankly, the only reason that worked is I freaking got him. I see something working here.
AP at 50%.
Okay, shields out.
AP at 30%.
I think I'm done for. Oh, painful. So, like, did that help? I don't know if that helped. We're back. Okay, so so this person's gonna be tough to approach, but maybe I can annoy them with missiles enough. I think that's my problem. I don't know how to approach.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm feeling particularly demotivated right now. It's not working.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah. I don't think the sauce is saucing. I want to go back to Tidewater. Or I'm willing to go into a completely different design paradigm. If you have a design paradigm you would like to see us explore, please tell me quickly. You have until the end of this conveniently placed 3-minute ad I'm about to run in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I missed the button. Go. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do one more. This one's only for the subscribers to see. And people watching the recording. Oh hey, it's this guy. I remember this guy from before. Failed to delay the second hit, but that's okay. I'm working on it. Ah, I delayed it. Good.
AP at 50%.
Bianui, hello. I'm suffering through trying to learn how to play other ACs than my normal one. It's not going well. I haven't actually won yet. And I've been streaming for 2 hours. This might be the opportunity though. I'm looking for new design possibilities, so if you have any ideas of what you want to see me build, please tell me. I'm looking for something that isn't this, because I've kind of made myself sad losing so much in a row. have exploded. Hold on, I might not actually win this one. Alright, big tank. Interesting. And we'll investigate this. I suppose that is another entire paradigm I never usually do. Because I'm always about evasion. So going for a tank might be interesting.
AP at 30%.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Ah, he kicked me in my shield. Oof. Alright, let's build a tank. It's been a long slide down from the top. I lost an entire hyphen today. Okay, let's build a tank. Okay, assembly. Let's start with. Okay, here's our tank. Here we go. All right. Now the basic idea of a tank, as I understand it, is that we are big, we are heavy, we do a lot of damage. Let's just load ourselves up with the most powerful everything we have at our disposal. Core. Generator output adjacency. Best in the business is ephemera, but I want something a bit bulkier. VE40A. Alright, now we're cooking. Let's see here. Knocked arms. Well, we're definitely not going to be doing any melee shenanigans. So what's the worst melee specialization? Okay, we got Wrecker. Firearm specialization might still be important for us. Wrecker Tianquo. It's heavy, but we're a tank. We don't need to worry about weight. Okay, what's a good choice ahead? Something bulky, something with good stability, I think. 440D, Melander C3. I like the Melander C3 set. They just look cool. Leave it to Balaam to make some good looking parts. Mine Beta has the best attitude stability in the business. I think we'll do good with C3. C3 seems good enough. Okay, booster is nothing. FPS, we're probably going to, like, inevitably engage at long range by sheer virtue of we're slow and big and bulky. So we should optimize long range firepower to an extent. Okay. Now, for the big question, what is our weaponry? Oh, look at this big, bulky potential. So I've seen a lot of enemies, and I'm vulnerable to this myself, where they just have like 4 death cannons that they like rapidly alternate between. So what if we go for like Majestic as a baseline? Then like another Majestic. And then not the Earshot, but something like the Earshot. The Songbirds. We're gonna do Bazooka Saturation. Just all of these, just this whole cavalcade of death and destruction. We are going to walk forward and we are going to fire our weapons in sequence. Okay, well this is a new paradigm of AC, so let's get some design work in here. What's a good color palette for this thing? I know the general vibe is that a tank is usually like tan or dark color or brown or something like that. I want to make it a bit more sleek. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Planetside 2 purple. Like, let's go for like a sleek dark, not too dark, but like a sleek sort of purple to it. Yeah. And these can be like a brighter purple, just for like highlights. No, I think that clashes too much, perhaps. No, pure black doesn't give it any flair. Discard that color. At least for the tank body itself, I want to remove all of the weathering. There we go. That's some sleek tankage right there. Look at that. I like it. Do we want to change the main color? I mean, green 10, blue 30 is pretty good. Like a lighter purple. We can't go too light on the purple. At least in theory, but I want to like maybe lower the saturation. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's a very... You've got the good sort of mix of it. It's a sleek purple. Weirdly enough, I want the top of the AC to be different than the bottom. Like, this purple is too bright. Maybe this is where we start getting in that, like, more bluish cyan kind of feel. Do the arms independently. I don't want to take advantage of that right now. Get these all... a little brighter than the core itself. It's clear weathering off of the entire frame. In some situations, I like the minimum weathering just so it can sort of accentuate the details of particular parts, but then the head part, I don't want to go for like a, almost like a turquoise kind of. Turquoise kind of deal. I like that. Questioning the arms again. Maybe a move towards purple. Or like a dark purple, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I want the arms to be weathered as sort of a contrast to the core. Weathering 1. That's some detail on there. The problem is the weathering on this core is too strong. It's too... Well, maybe we go for a little bit more rusted instead of white. Like a black weathering. Yeah, okay. And the right arm weathering can be ratcheted up to there, and I think we've got a pretty good AC here, visually speaking. Now, what the heck do we name it? Tanks are so huge in the lobby, not the lobby, in the hangar. How about you may not see this, but I'm currently looking up the list of most powerful locomotives on Wikipedia. Unfortunately, a lot of these are just sort of like a designated letter number combination. It's not like a named name. Let's see, what I'm gonna list some out, and if any pop out as being particularly interesting, let me know. I'm just going... Actually, I'm gonna go by weight. And then we're just gonna go down the list. Tells, Virginia Railway, Yellowstone, Big Boy, Allegheny. How do you pronounce that? XA Triplex, cool name in general. Erie class, BRR Challenger, John Henry, Ior, VL85, SJDM3, Shenhua Mining Group, HXD1, Little Joe, HXD2, AE8/8. I think the problem is that these are train class names instead of names of specific... Wait, hold on. I think I just found ours. Oh my goodness, that is a cool name. Alright. We found it. I found it. Here we go. Get ready for this. Will this even fit? Voith Maxima. Yes. Voith Maxima. Is it like Voith? Let's check the Wikipedia article. Maxima locomotives are a family of diesel hydraulic locomotives built by Voith Turbo Locomotive Technic GmbH and Co. KG. Well, all the tanks don't have a booster. The booster comes with the tank. Let's see. Voith. Okay, it's German. I do not know how to read IPA. But this is the standard German. I go to, like, Google and hit the translate button. Fight. It almost sounds like it's pronounced fight. I should ask Quint. Quint knows German. I'm gonna DM Quint real quick. How do I pronounce that word? The first word in the name of the tank. Voith. because it's German. It's German-based pronunciation. According to Google Translate, it's like fight, which is my attempt to repeat what it's saying to me. While Quint answers that question, I'm going to approximate it as it being named Fight Maxima. Wrong location. Okay, absolutely no prep whatsoever. Let's see how this goes. I should have tested this. Like what? Foyt. Yeah, kind of like that. Fight Maxima. I'm learning so much about things just by wanting to name things in a cool thematic way. Okay, no training whatsoever. Let's see how this goes. How far can I go on the bulkiness of a dang tank? Oh, frick, it's double earshot. Oh, boy. We gotta work it out for us. Let's go. Oh, my goodness, I'm so slow. Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to. Alright, here's the plan. I shoot a gun, then I shoot a different gun. I thought they wouldn't think of that. Get him. Oh no, my one weakness! Earshots! I did it! I killed him! Oh, I don't even know how to operate this thing good and I'm winning with it. Is this the power of having actual reasonable amounts of AP? Is this what having defense stats is like? Oh, Lublu would be proud of me. Yeah. Oh, look at this thing. No optimization, maximum destruction. Fight Maxima. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to play Elden Ring. I'm a bit hesitant because I try to be all ages friendly on this stream, and Elden Ring is a little gross. In case you didn't know, like if you look at it all, it's a little grotesque at some points. I also don't know if I would enjoy it because it is not giant robots fighting each other. But I kind of want to go into it as sort of an archaeologist, kind of like researcher. I want to go in, not on a quest to like conquer the universe, but on a quest to conquer the lore. And since the DLC came out like a month ago, I think it would be a reasonably good time to do it. I know like the general overall vibe, because I've seen stuff. I know who Radon is. Okay, so is there any optimizations we think we need to do with this thing, or are we good to just proceed? This thing is really good. Maybe one thing is I don't want to use assault armor because I am never going to get close enough to an enemy to blow up in their face. I may just want to do tank stuff. But like, I mean, I'm 1 for 1. Go turn. Okay, that's a decent idea. I feel like a moral pull to not go terminal. I know you say I should go terminal, but like I feel like some part of me is like, no, that's a step too far. I don't want to be evil. As someone who used to morally oppose using core expansions at all, going to terminal in a 1v1 setting just feels cruel. Like, I barely even use pulse armor. You want me to use terminal? That was a cool shot over the railing. Uh-oh. Got him. I'm up here. See ya. So the Majestics have like notoriously good tracking, despite being an unguided bazooka. So I'm inclined to use them as my stagger fires, and then the Songbird is punished. And if I'm doing that, then maybe I just want to go for the tangier shots. Oh my goodness, this is something else. Maybe I should figure out like a mid-range. Maybe I should redesign Joyous Guard to be a mid-weight bipedal AC. Because the reason Tidewater works despite being so lightweight is because being a tetrapod gives me uninterrupted maneuverability with all of my high-powered weapons, like the Majestic and the Explosive Thrower. So even though I am fragile, I can still move while using those high-power weapons. I think the reason Joyous Guard isn't working is because if I want to have any power whatsoever, it'll come at the cost of my maneuverability, which is the one thing keeping me alive as a lightweight. So maybe medium Joyous Guard would work. Something to engineer. How do you make a good mid-weight bipedal AC? That is the new question, and honestly, that is far outside my area of expertise, so I would very much like guidance on that particular problem. Oh, missed that one. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness, I know why Lubaloo does this now. If you're not being hard countered, you are dominating. Gotcha! Oh, this feels weird. It feels so weird to take a hit and for it to not matter at all. To be staggered and be barely inconvenienced. This is so new. Quint got back to me and said that it's probably not a German word, so I've linked them the Wikipedia article to the company. Hopefully that will help elaborate things. Oh my goodness, Voith Maxima. Voith Maxima is doing devastation across society. Starting to think maybe I should swap the earshots for something more like earshots to Songbirds earshots, or like Songbirds to that super death laser cannon. Might be possible. Something with good direct hit adjustment, I think. This is brutal. This is brutal. Oh my goodness. Hello, gamer guy. Thank you for following and activating the cool thing. I'm glad it's still working. I have done no maintenance on it whatsoever. Now, please excuse me as I fire like 6 missiles per minute at this unsuspecting poor victim. I say that, but he might destroy me. Yeah, they got the moves. Gotcha. Yeah, you can't outram a tank, buddy. I got AP to spare. Good stuff, good stuff. Can I land on this? Yes, I can! Oh, I'm getting hit. Got him! This is a level of raw momentum that I'm not used to. I've spent so much of my early AC6 career fighting just to exist in a battle for a... Yeah, Quint agrees with the assessment that it's Voight. Voight Maxima, you are a monster. I kind of like using the Songbirds because the fact that it shoots 2 missiles per gun... Well, 2 bazookas per gun, my apologies. Kind of acts as a emergency backup plan to the possibility that I miss. Because if I shoot 2, then maybe only one of them will miss. Next time I challenge Lubaloo to a fight. I am pretty bad at making ACs, honestly. I made one good one called Tidewater, and that's been my main for basically my entire career in ranked matchmaking. It is only today that I've started to experiment with other AC designs. This is my attempt at a tank. Honestly going quite well, in my opinion. I'm so used to, like, lightweight tetrapod technology that having AP is weird to me. I like it, but I feel it's like it's a guilty pleasure liking of it. And this guy, this evasive mastermind is like the kind of enemy where I struggle. Hold back. My boost speed is abysmal. I feel like I go slower while assault boosting. Well, it's not strong against this guy.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, they've got the moves. My goodness, we're in danger of running out the clock in this fight. Oh, it's gonna be close. I won. I won on time by what I can only assume is the slimmest of margins. Okay, I'm trying to parse what you said in the middle of that fight there. That I want to shuffle and move EN efficiently. Or in quick burst, you want to use kick. So kick for quick movement in burst, but sustained movement is what exactly? Got a hit. Plan here is to try and trap him in a corner.
50%.
Exactly what I'm looking for.
AP at 30%.
I think I'm losing this one on health.
Right shoulder activation at 50%.
Okay, to move fast, to catch up to someone, you want to assault boost while dodging to the side. It's called shuffling. When not chasing the enemy, you want to move by boost kicking and flicking your camera where you want to be. Okay. Shuffle. Okay, that was a good initial. Shuffle.
AP at 50%.
Oh.
AP at 30%.
Well, we found our weakness. Range. What if... What if it didn't matter? What if it didn't matter at all? This is maybe a step in the Tidewater direction, but true knows. I can true know it. True knows can happen. True know happens. I mean, I would like to see what that is in this. Not necessarily so I can use it, but so I can reverse engineer it into something that's theoretically worse. I'm just trying to learn the build economy. On a regular day, I still want to just use Tidewater. It's my pride and joy. Gotcha. No, this one's got the sauce.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Darn it. That guy forgot which way forward is. Okay. Remember fundamentals. Do the shuffle. Shield down.
AP at 50%.
Oh.
AP at 30%.
One more fight to decide who wins.
AP at 50%.
Beep beep.
At
Oh.
30%.
Got him. Okay. Okay, time to evaluate the build you have given me. 2 Nebulas, 2 Auroras, same tank I'm using, but with the main dish core, a Celis FCS and VE20C generator. Thank you very much. Okay, let's examine that option. So, Nebula. Nebula. What is a nebula? Nebula. You are right, nebula. Okay, nebula. Aurora. What is an aurora? No. What is an aurora? That is an aurora. There's an aurora. Oh, it's charging the nebulous, okay. 4 is main dish. Ah, very bulky. I see. V, okay. Any changes to the arms? The Celis FCS seems interesting. It's close range. And then VE20C. That look correct? Double Nebula, double Aurora, tank, main dish core, VE20C generator, Celis. Are the arms correct? Do I charge the Auroras? Do the Auroras even charge? If not, not a problem. Okay. Let's try it. Provide to me your warning. What? Oh, the head is up to me. Gotcha. I thought you meant like heads up. Give me. I gotta advise you on something. Okay, so here we are. Point Maxima. Versus cardboard. Electrolyzed cardboard, but cardboard nonetheless. I feel faster. Maybe it's because of the generator. Booster efficiency adjacency, I don't know. And then charge these. Shoot that. Gotta remember to shimmy. How am I doing? Can't tell how I'm doing. Do the shimmy.
AP at 50%.
Shimmy. I am about to win on time.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at
Victory secured by the shield. All right. I'm boosting along the ground. Preemptive on those.
AP at 50%.
I got an idea.
AP at 30%.
That didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. Which one's the Auroras again? Is that the missiles or is that the gun? Did I win? I did not win. Man, that was like 6 minutes. Yeah, I definitely am seeing the negative side of being a tank, and that negative side is very much the fact that if they outrange you, they outrange you. With how long it takes, I wouldn't exactly call it fun to do. So very much is feeling like my enemy is just perpetually stopping me from doing what I want to do, which is obliterate the mutter. Ah, okay. I think they did not have a fun time fighting me last fight. Okay then. It honestly surprises me that, like, the infrastructure to do a match like that is just available to people. Like, how do they just, like, force a disconnect? Oh, they literally closed the entire game? Well, that just seems inconvenient, and the time it takes for them to Alt F4 back and then load the game up again. Then they just... Like, I feel like it would have just been faster and maybe more entertaining if they just did the fight. What is going on with matchmaking right now? Oh, there we go. Possibly. It is Steam Tuesday. What is Steam Tuesday? Ah, this is maintenance day. Good to know. Maybe I should not stream Armored Core 6 on maintenance day. Honestly, if this is happening, then maybe my opponent didn't actually Alt F4. They simply got hit with the Steam maintenance. This is becoming a problem. Hammerhead is the T-shaped one, yeah? This it? Well, that does seem like quality of life improvement. Very high stats. Cool. To actually stall for time, I'm going to do two things. One, I am going to go into the arena and practice against, I don't know, random people. Do Freud. And I'll do another ad break, because we gotta wait anyway. You're not missing much, I'll just be a tank.
Final arena combat aptitude evaluation.
Thank you, All Mind.
Main system activating combat mode.
Gotta make sure the pre-roll ads don't pre-roll. I stopped charging the nebulas. Hopefully that's fine. Alright, let's do... Raven.
Integration program.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, how are you going to fare against the meta? Forgot to turn on hard lock. Wasn't paying attention. Got him. That's a nice drift at the end there. Look at that. It goes, yeah. I like the drift. I just think functionally it is cool. It's all drifty. Alright, 34 seconds remaining. That's enough for one more fight against the ever-helpful sparring partner, UAU.
Arena combat.
Main system activating combat mode.
Done.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well
Pretty
done.
good. Oh, wow, you're right. Steam broke. Steam is in broken mode. I wonder if this is slightly more catastrophic than usual for this. I'm going to manually look up the Steam server Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if this is the regular Tuesday thing. I think Steam is just down. Like, across the board. This might be a more grandiose server blackout. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Well, I mean, if I don't think I can online anymore after this. I don't know when it's gonna be back up, and I don't want to just play in the arena for another 100 years. So I think, yeah, I'm looking at Steam stat.us, which is, I think, thing. Steam community service unavailable. Steam web bad gateway. Connection managers 0% online. Bad gateway. Status unknown. It's, yeah, I think this is a more fundamental problem. I mean, there is also the like message that says Steam is down for routine maintenance every Tuesday. But I don't know if this is that. Either way, though, it has been a solid 3 hours. That is about on par for my level of energy before I run out and have to stand still for a minute and get my EN back. So maybe I should just go. Oh, wait, hold on. Things have become slightly more green. Steam Store just had issues. Steam Web API just had issues. Steam Community Profile... I'm not gonna wait for this. I'm just gonna go. Let it collapse itself. I'm Exception. This is in TV. Have a good day, and good night.